Hey y'all, my name is Holly. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about us planting our tomato garden. And so I usually do mine in raised bed, and I actually learned a little bit about companion planting this year from my good friend Tracy over at Just Dig It Farms. Don't forget to go check her channel out. She is like the plant queen. Has an awesome potager garden. You will love watching her channel, and I get lots of inspiration from her. Anyway, so we're going to start out going to Petals from the Past, our vegetables, some of our groceries. We're going to grow our own groceries. They actually have a little section of grow your own groceries where you can go and pick through different things, herbs, any kind of vegetables. And so we're just going to go through the process. Come over here to our herb section and grab a few herbs for outside because I really want to start cooking with them this year. So I already have rosemary and I just got a cilantro. So what else do I want to get? Get some parsley. I think I'm gonna get this Italian parsley, and then I picked up this lemon thyme.
It smells amazing.
And I already have chives, and I have cilantro, and I have rosemary, so I need to find one more thing. So I think there's more tomato plants coming up, but we have it all organized. We have slicing over here, the cherry grape tomatoes, cherry grape back there, romaine pasta, and then the heirloom tomatoes. So I'm going to show you my personal favorite. So one of our favorites is the Better Boy, the Celebrity,
Is that the one?
That's the one. Better Boys. If I can find one. There we go. Grape tomatoes, we love to get the tomato sun gold. These do really well. And then there's another one that's called Tiger Blush. I gotta see if we have it. I might have to come back for it. There's jelly bean. I might have to come back to get a few more of them. Okay, I don't see this one out here yet, but this one's my favorite. Tomato pineapple. I like that one. And the one that you're not absolutely love, and I hope they have a bunch. Yes. Tomato Cherokee purple. This one actually, Addison, whenever we first got her to try it, she was like, it looks gross because it's a really dark purple. It almost looks like it's kind of
rotten.
Yeah.
It's really dark purple, but it tastes good.
It is the
very
best
juicy
tomato ever. So we're gonna grab 2 of these because these are our favorite.
When you rub these leaves, they smell like tomatoes. Oh, here.
Oh yeah, they do. Okay, there's one. I'm almost wondering if I should get 3 of these. I might get 3 because we love these.
There's a bug on me.
Whoa. Okay, did I already grab one?
No, you said it right there.
All the tomatoes I'm gonna get for the day. I'm gonna come back though and see if they have the 2 others of our favorite, which is the pineapple tomato, and I think it's called Tiger Blush. It's like this, like an oval, and they taste really good, and they make bazillions of them. I found a fried green. It was on the trailer. I went and snuck over there and see if I saw any more that I wanted. So we're gonna try out this fried green tomato. So marigolds are companion plants to tomatoes, and this is where we have them at Petals. You get, there's like 6 of them for $2.95. So not a bad price. Or you can get a whole flat of them for $14.95. So I got some of those for my tomatoes. Here another day at Petals because I needed some more tomatoes, and then I discovered companion planting, and I'll tell y'all more about that later. But my beds are going to be beautiful this year. They're going to have marigolds in them and zinnias, so it's going to be real pretty. Anyway, so I have found 2 I was looking for. I'm going to try a tomato bumblebee because that was like a purpley colored tomato, and we love purple Cherokee, so I thought they'd be good. This is like a cherry tomato. And then I found the Japanese one. The only one I can't find is a pineapple, so I might have to come back another day. I do know, but I'm shopping off the trailer right now. Okay, so I'm about to get my beds ready. They are a disaster right now. They were full of weeds until Drew took the weed eater to them. I'm gonna hoe it and rake it, and then put some mushroom soil that Tracy told me about in there and clean up around them. And then they'll be ready for me to start planting my vegetables. So I'm not going to film me working in that. I'm just going to go ahead and get them cleaned up. I'll show you the back of the mushroom compost that I got and put that in there. You're helping, aren't you? Okay, so this is what we're doing. I have all the tomatoes laid out like I want them. I have all my bigger tomatoes in the back, and then we have the smaller ones up front, except for my fried green. I have that one up front. And so the ones that I picked was tomato Better Boy. We get that one every year. The Japanese, I think it's called Trifle. The Celebrity and the Mortgage. I can't see, it starts with the L. Mortgage something. Anyway, that's an heirloom one, so it's in our heirloom section at Petals. And then up front, I have the fried green, the Super Sweet 100. These are cherry, these next three. So Super Sweet Cherry, the Tomato Chocolate Cherry, I think is what it's called. Yeah. And then the Bumblebee Purple. And I think this one might taste like a smaller version of the Purple Cherokee, and that is mine and Drew's favorite, isn't it? So that's a lot of people's favorite. But did you know that I just told Mama about the tomatoes and she wanted me to get her some today? Daddy does not like Purple Cherokee. Everybody likes Purple Cherokee. And then I have, we're going to end up getting 4. I only bought 3, but we're wanting 4 Purple Cherokee. Yeah, 4 Purple Cherokee to go in the back of this one. So this is what's up. We are digging the hole as deep as we can, and this is all per Tracy. She put 7 things in her tomato hole, but I didn't have all of that. And what I got will be fine, huh? Yeah, I think that's deep enough. Okay, so what we have to do, I'll show you how we're going to plant one, and then we're just going to plant the rest of them because I know you don't want to see us plant all of these. Okay, so we're going to take a tablespoon of Epsom salt. Make sure it's pure Epsom salt, no fragrance in it. So we're just going to eyeball it. We're going to put that in the bottom of the hole. And then we're supposed to put 2 tablespoons of this tomato tone. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of the Epsom salt, 2 tablespoons of the tomato tone, and then you got to put a little bit of this mushroom compost. That's what it's called at Petals. This is not the front of the bag, but it's got a big mushroom on it. But mushroom compost, so we're going to get a big handful of it and put it in the bottom of this hole and mix all that together. Okay, next is biotone. I think she said 1 tablespoon. I really don't think we can mess it up. So we're just going to do 1 tablespoon of that. She says that she puts this on everything that she plants. And this is organic too. And then again, we're going to put some more of this mushroom compost in the plant. So this is what you do.
Dirt, a little layer of dirt on top of it?
Yeah, you can. Y'all, we're not professionals.
Oh, she said to, so don't burn it up.
Oh, she's talking about the very bottom layer. And then next,
You'll need to tear some of these small ones.
yes, you want to let the tomatoes be very leggy before you plant them. So you're going to tear off all those dead looking ones. Because Tracy told me that the deeper that you can plant them, the better, because, yes, because the, go all the way up.
Here?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Because the deeper that you can plant them, the stems will actually re-root and it makes the tomatoes stronger. So there you go. And then you just put dirt back on top of it. And she uses eggshells and coffee grounds and aspirin, and I think that was the only thing that was missing. But I didn't have any of that. And our tomatoes usually do pretty good, so we're going to experiment this year. And then once you plant it, then hand me the shovel again, and we're going to put this mushroom compost on top of it. Okay, so I just gave Drew another scoop of that mushroom compost, and we're just going to put it on the top of it.
Pat this down or just?
I think that's good. All of them just like that. And then I will show you what we're going to do next, which is going to be the marigolds. So we'll be back in a minute. after this commercial break. Okay, we have all the tomatoes planted. And we're gonna have to put the cages on top of them. But before we do that, we're gonna plant the herbs. So in the middle of the tomatoes, I'm gonna plant some basil. And this one is an African blue basil, and I'm not gonna eat it, but it flowers and bumblebees and butterflies love it. So I'm gonna put that one here. This one I am gonna eat. This one is basil sweet Italian. And then this one is just the same as the other one. It is the African blue there. So I'll have two pretty ones that'll flower. And then this one, you can do whatever you want. You can do all sweet basils, you can do all African blue basils, whatever you want to do, but I just chose this. We'll go in the middle just like this. Okay, so we have the basil, and what we did on it, we just did the one step. We didn't do the tomato tone and the tomato tone and the Epsom salt. We just dug the hole, put this biotone in it, 1 scoop of it, and then the scoop of the mushroom compost, and then filled it up with dirt, and then put a scoop of mushroom compost on top of it. Now we're gonna plant onions. And I think we're planting onions in between each tomato. Okay, now we put onions. We put red onions and, did you say yellow onions?
Red and
Texas sweet onions. So we put those, it was a tomato, 2 onions and tomato, 2 onions and tomato, and then the basil's in the middle. And now all the way around the perimeter, we're gonna plant the marigolds. And then we're gonna put pine straw down, and that's all we're gonna do today. And then water it in, and then tomorrow we'll work on the next one. And we had just enough. 3 marigolds. Them in the back, side, and the front. And then we ended up putting an onion in between each marigold because we have a bunch of onions. And now Drew's staking them. So here's the finish. Look, besides the pine straw, I put a little layer of the mushroom compost. I just sprinkled it all over. And then we're gonna put the pine straw over it to try to keep the weeds down.
I'll just have to work its way down in there.
You're doing a fabulous job. And you are too.
Of course.
I wanted to show y'all this. So you could get you a pot, a big pot, and you could do several of these pots or just one if you just want to try out with one tomato plant and see how you like it. But you just go buy a tomato plant, put it in the middle, put some compost around it like what I showed y'all earlier, put that cage on top of it, and then you can plant you some marigolds, and you can pick any kind of basil that you want, either the edible one or just the one for show that attracts the bees and butterflies. And you can have like a cute little pot that's like decorated up really nice, but it will be edible. And so I think that would be a lot of fun, especially for you that don't have the raised beds, or maybe y'all have never tried gardening before. That's an easy and cheap way that you could get started. So if any of y'all are going to be doing that, let me know. And y'all send me pictures of it, what it looks like and how you like it. I think that would be a lot of fun. That's how my mom is going to do. My mom and dad usually always had a big garden at my mama's house, but she just bought a few of these little pots, and I got her 2 tomato plants, and she's going to do them small. So I'll show you how we're going to do hers if I can remember to get to it. But I just wanted to show y'all that little idea. And there's Missy. She decided to come home. And we don't know where you go. You're so beautiful. Okay, so this is kind of messy right now. Drew said that he's going to let it kind of settle the dew lay on it, and then he might go back and add some more pine straw. But he just wanted to put a little thin coat on it first. We got to pick up our mess, and then that's the big garden that they always plant. So that one's done. We'll work on that one tomorrow because it's late and we're getting hungry. So Drew's starting on this other bed. It had ants all in it, so I had to boil water, and he put cayenne pepper and cinnamon. So he got it all turned. Now we're putting all the Cherokee purples in the back. And then I looked everywhere, couldn't find anything for a trellis, so we're going to try to make one there. But for now, we're taking a popsicle break. So we're going to try to make a trellis for the cucumbers, and we're going to get this bamboo that is beside our house. You could probably just take a saw and cut it. That's probably better. So that's probably 2 right there. I got all those with the machete. Not really, we had to get the pole saw out. Let's take a minute to appreciate this good farmer stand right here.
Very burnt.
I don't know if they can tell it in video. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Look at that.
One. So we have the cane poles, and now we're gonna go across with them. Make it like a little gate. There's the trellis he made. Now he's planting the cucumbers with the mushroom compost and a little bit of that biotone. So here's a finished product of the second bed that we did. And so we have cucumbers, and then this is a little trellis that Drew made and we put together out of the bamboo, and so they will just trail lift that and we will tie them off. And then we have some radish seeds that I bought from Petals from the Past, different varieties that we have just planted all through here. And then all these are purple Cherokee, these 4. So we have this one and this one. I wanted to wait a little while to show y'all what it looks like after they started growing up some, but I really wanted to just go ahead and get this video posted so y'all could get some ideas and go ahead and get started on your beds if you are interested in doing this, growing your own vegetables. And so that's why I decided to go ahead and post this. I'll keep y'all updated as things start growing. They actually just planted this garden this weekend, and so I'll show you what that looks like as it starts growing up too. And so in here, I heard that if you overcrowd things, it's actually hard for weeds to grow in here. So it's kind of like weed control. So we just have just lots of things planted in this one and the other bed. And so in here we have our companion plants, which are great with tomatoes. We have, again, the basil. We have the onions, and we have the marigolds. And then this is another one that I just planted and just in this little bucket because I ran out of room in my raised beds, and I really wanted this tomato that's called pineapple. Let's see. I told you about it. Yeah, tomato pineapple. And so I just have that one right here by itself, but it's by all these companion plants. So I'm hoping that it does just as well. And so then again over here, the companion plants over here, we have the radishes that are great with cucumbers, and be really good that you could plant in with these if you wanted to put them in your raised beds. Is peas, beans, squash, zucchinis, but all that is in our big garden, so we just have pretty much tomatoes, cucumbers, and then radishes and onions and these. And then towards probably sometime after Easter, I'm not sure when, but we're going to actually put some zinnia seeds in here too, so we'll have lots of pretty flowers and color in this bed. And then with everything that we did this year, we're just trying something new. So I have this cute little notebook that I got from TJ Maxx a while back, and I really haven't wrote anything in here yet. So Drew and I was going to document the garden this year, and I got this idea from Tracy. And I kind of thought at first, like, I don't know what I would write in here because we always just did a basic garden. But now that we're doing all of this and the companion planting, then we decided that we probably do need to document this and what we planted where. And so we will start using this notebook. And then the things that we'll document is like what tomatoes that we put in our garden, like draw the layout out, write down which tomato plants that we picked, which one was our favorite, which one did the best, showing the marigolds and the onions that we planted all together. And so we will just be able to know from year to year what did the best. Learn from trial and error every year. So that is what the plans are. So I'm pretty sure that every year Drew and I that we've been married that we have done some kind of a garden every year on the property. And this one I'm super excited about just because I've learned a little bit more and I cannot wait to learn more and more and more. And like I said, I get lots of my information just from looking up ideas on Pinterest and the internet. But then I always get all my wonderful ideas from Tracy over at Just Dig It Farms. She helps me out so much and her videos are just phenomenal, and it makes me just want to be a better gardener and learn so much more. So again, with the companion planting, we will not have to be using any kind of harmful chemicals or sprays to get all the insects off of our plants. So that's why I am doing this new garden system, so we can bring in some beneficial plants so they draw in the insects that will actually take care of all the nasty little beetles and anything that is harmful to all of our tomatoes and cucumbers. And so this new way of planting is going to be like huge for us. I cannot wait to share with y'all the process and how that it turns out. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video today. I hope that y'all are inspired to start doing some vegetable gardening. So if you are interested in these kind of videos, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will see y'all on the next one. Bye y'all.